Impact of COVID on power sector. Power is one of the essential thing in everyday life, and without power, it is impossible to sustain. World Health Organization, WHO, declared COVID-19 as pandemic. Thereafter, in March 2020, the Government of India and other state governments taken various measures to contain the spread of COVID-19 in India. The central government has enforced a nationwide lockdown between March 25 and May 3 as part of its measures to contain the spread of COVID-19. During the lockdown, several restrictions have been placed on the movement of individuals, and economic activities have come to a halt, barring the activities related to essential goods and services. The restrictions are being relaxed in less affected areas in a limited manner since April 20th. In this blog, we look at how the lockdown has impacted the demand and supply of electricity and what possible repercussions its prolonged effect may have on the power sector. Power supply saw a decrease of 25% during the lockdown, year-on-year. As electricity cannot be stored in large amount, the power generation and supply for a given day are planned based on the forecast for demand. The months of January and February in 2020 had seen an increase of 3% and 7% in power supply, respectively, as compared to 2019, year-on-year. In comparison, the power supply saw a decrease of 3% between March 1 and March 24. During the lockdown between March 24 and April 19, the total power supply saw a decrease of about 25%, year-on-year. Power consumption by consumer segment in 2018 to 19. Following are some of the factors which have impacted the financial situation during the lockdown. Reduced cross-subsidy. In most states, the electricity tariff for domestic and agriculture consumers is lower than the actual cost of supply. Along with the subsidy by the state governments, this gap in revenue is partly compensated by charging industrial and commercial consumers at a higher rate. Hence, industrial and commercial segments cross-subsidize the power consumption by domestic and agricultural consumers. Moratorium to consumers. To mitigate the financial hardship of citizens due to COVID-19, some states such as Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Goa, among others, have provided consumers with a moratorium for payment of electricity bills. At the same time, the DISCOMs are required to continue supplying electricity. This will mean that the return for the supply made in March and April will be delayed, leading to lesser cash in hand for DISCOMs. Constraints with government finances. the revenue collection of states has been severely impacted as economic activities have come to a halt. Further, the state governments are directing their resources for funding relief measures such as food distribution, direct cash transfers, and health care. This may adversely affect or delay the subsidy transfer to DISCOMs. Capacity addition may be adversely impacted. Construction activities were stopped during the lockdown and will take some time to return to normal. Disruption in the global supply chain may lead to difficulties with the availability of key components, leading to delay in execution of projects. For instance, for solar power plants, solar PV modules are mainly imported from China. Reduced revenue for companies due to weak demand will leave companies with less capacity left for capital expenditure. As per the National Electricity Plan, India's total capacity addition target is around 176 GW for 2017 to 2022. This comprises of 118 GW from renewable sources, 6.8 GW from hydro sources, and 6.4 GW from coal, apart from 47.8 GW of coal-based power projects already in various stages of production as of January 2018. Key reforms likely to be delayed. The real-time market for electricity. The real-time market for electricity was to be operationalized from 1 April 2020. However, the lockdown has led to delay in completion of testing and trial runs. The revised date for implementation is now 1 June 2020. Udaya 2.0 Aditya, a new scheme for the financial turnaround of DISCOMs was likely to come this year. The scheme would have provided for the installation of smart meters and incentives for rationalization of the tariff, among other things. Auction of coal blocks for commercial mining. The Coal Ministry has been considering auction of coal mines for commercial mining this year. 100% FDI has been allowed in the coal mining activity for commercial sale of coal to attract foreign players. COVID-19 impact on the power market. The trade on the wholesale power market comprises just 4.3% of the total electricity transactions. However, the transactions through the power exchanges have grown over the last decade.